Welcome to our programming channel. Today we will see ViewState in ASP.NET Part 1. What is ViewState? ViewState is the default method to preserve the value of the page and controls between round trips from client to server and server to client. In state management video, we have seen client and web server and communication between client, that is web browser, and web server with request and response, and role of HTTP in this communication. HTTP protocol is a stateless protocol, so it does not store the information, that is, does not maintain the state. So we need state management technique to maintain or preserve the state. And state means the information, that is the current value of all the controls and variables for the current user in the current session is called the state. So in short, state means values. ViewState is state management technique or method to preserve the value of page and controls between round trips. The ViewState variable allows returning values between multiple requests for the same page. In state management video, we have seen that when a page is submitted to the server, a page instance is created, but when server sends the response back to the browser, at that point the page instance is destroyed on the server. So when user send the next request to the server, it is new request with respect to web server. The information of previous request not available on the server, or information of previous request is lost. Because of this, with HTTP protocol, it is difficult to understand whether any two requests are made by the same person. So when there are multiple requests for the same page, at that time ViewState method is used for retaining values. ViewState is a client-side state management technique. We have seen that ViewState is client-side state management technique because ViewState data is stored in the client side, that is, in the web page, in the form of a hidden field control. ViewState is a default way used by all the ASP.NET controls internally to preserve the values. New project, ASP.NET web application, name of project, ViewState in ASP.NET. Click OK. Select empty. OK. Right click on project, add waveform, waveform 1, OK. In design, we are taking one label and we are taking one button. Text of button, click ID of button, btn, click. Right click, view code, in page load event, if not page dot is post back. We can write in this way or we can write in this way also. Not is post back. Label 1 dot text is equal to welcome to A1 fast food, and here we are taking only if condition, not taking else condition, and not writing any code like this in else condition. Run the application. page is loading for the first time. So page dot is post back false and not page dot is post back condition is true. This line will execute or this code will execute. We can see welcome to A1 fast food. If we click on this button, now this is postback request. Again page load event is fired. Page dot is postback true and this condition not page dot is postback is false. Here this code is not executed. After postback, page load event is fired and this code, that is this line, is not executed. So actually here result must be blank, but now we can see line welcome to A1 fast food because ViewState is used by ASP.NET controls internally to preserve the values. So this label control is also using ViewState internally to preserve the values. You can enable or disable this feature of page and control by specifying the enable ViewState property as either true and false. If we click on this button, then result must be blank. So here label properties, and if we see here enable ViewState property is true. By default this property is true, so we have to make this property false. And if we see page is loading first time, so is post back false and condition not is post back true, so this code will execute. If we click on this button, now request is post back request. So is post back true and condition not is post back false. This line is not executed. And if we see now, here we can see blank result or cannot see line welcome to A1 fast food, because now enable ViewState property of label is false. So value, that is state, of this label control is not preserved or not maintained after postback. Now we have disabled ViewState feature of label control by specifying, that is, by selecting enable ViewState as false. Now we will see how to disable ViewState feature of page. Enable ViewState property of label control is false. Again select true here. Now enable ViewState property of label control is true. We can change this property of page also. So here click on source. This is first line. %@ page language is equal to C#. We can set enable ViewState property here for this page also. So enable ViewState is equal to select false. Enable ViewState property of this page is false. Now and if we see, page is loading first time. Is postback false? And condition not is postback true. This line is executed and we can see line welcome to A1 fast food. If we click on this button, it is postback request, and after postback request also page load event is fired. Is postback true? And this condition not is postback is false. So this line is not executed, and here we cannot see line welcome to A1 fast food. Enable view state of label control is true, but on page here enable view state is false. So we are getting result according to this enable view state of page. So value is lost and state is not maintained. So we got blank result. In this way, we can enable or disable view state of page and control by specifying, that is by selecting enable view state property. Now first remove enable view state is equal to false from here. So we will not use enable view state property of page because we don't want confusion in further coding and label Here select enable view state false. We are taking one label and one text box. Text of label, enter fast food price. ID of text box, txt price. Right click view code. We are taking one variable f food price. Int f food price is equal to 0. F food price is declared as integer and is initialized with 0. Double click on this click button. In click event of this click button, first we will store value from text box in variable. If food price is equal to txt price dot text, cannot implicitly convert type string to int. So here convert dot to int 32 txt price dot text. That's all for ViewState in ASP.NET part 1. What is ViewState? Please don't forget to subscribe the channel and like and share videos. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.